Happy Valentine's to everybody once again. This is Just Watches Movies here to review the sequel to Before Sunrise, 2004's Before Sunset, which is once again directed by Richard Linklater and stars Ethan Hawke reprising his role as Jesse and Julie Delpy starring once again as Celine. Now, what makes this sequel so amazing is that the first film came out in 1995 and the sequel comes out 9 years later in 2004, and it follows them 9 years later from the first film. Ethan Hawke is doing a book tour and he's in France and happens to run into Celine. They had spent one night in Vienna 9 years ago and they are talking about what has happened between these 9 years and reliving those moments. And what makes this film really great compared to the first film is that it's more mature. The first film was a little bit childish, you know, they quickly fall in love and develop this relationship really fast. They're young. It's childish. It's supposed to be like that, you know, when you're young you fall in love quickly. Here, they're a little more mature, they have a little more mature things to talk about. 9 years has passed too, so they have a lot to talk about, a lot to catch up on, and you know, they're once again having very intriguing conversations. Richard Linklater takes his style of directing once again in here with the long shots of them just walking through France, talking once again, getting to know each other again as 9 years has passed. Things have changed. And once again, he is finding his love for Celine all over again. You know, 9 years has passed, you know, he has fell in love with other people, he has a child, she's fallen in love with other people, but that spark has once again lit up between them two. I love Before Sunset. I know I love Before Sunrise a little more, but Before Sunset it's a lot different. I just feel like it's more mature and you still get to really love these characters and you get to understand them and love them all over again, as it's been 9 years since Before Sunrise has come out, so time has passed, but you get to see these characters again and just long shots of them talking, going through this trip of France before he has to go back home. Once again, they know that their day is ending, so they make the best of it. This is a very emotional love movie for me. I really loved Before Sunrise. I cried in it. It was this very happy, emotional movie. Now Before Sunset, I was like rooting for them to like, oh, just stay and, you know, marry each other, because you're rooting for these characters. You're so involved in their relationship and their dialogue and their interactions that you just really want them to work. They're so happy together. This is raw, emotional talent. Great characters that are once again fleshed out to the point where, you know, it's kind of awkward in the beginning when they're first meeting, you know, they're catching up with each other, but now they are kind of understanding each other once again, getting back into that groove of things where they were 9 years ago, and it all is panned out so perfectly that makes this sequel one of the best sequels ever made. Before Sunset is a beautiful look at relationships and rekindling that romance, and I highly recommend Before Sunset, as it is one of the best films of 2004, one of the best sequels, and one of the best movies ever made. So definitely check out Richard Linklater's 2004 romantic movie Before Sunset. Up next is my review for Before Midnight, the last film in the trilogy directed by Richard Linklater. This is Just Watches Movies, and I'll see y'all later.